Welcome to DragonBomb. This is episode 4, and we've just spent the best part of half an hour collectively losing our shit and watching in amazement. We haven't had the chance to watch Raw just yet. Well, you've seen about 10 minutes of it, haven't you, Nick?
Yeah, I got about 20 minutes into it. Saw, obviously, the opening promo and watched one or two matches.
And I know of at least the opening and 2 very justified reactions. Oh boy, where do we start? Actually, no, I know where we do start. Eviscerating fucking Roadblock.
Roadblock, definitely. Yes, totally a roadblock in basically what killed my interest in wrestling for like a while.
Oh, Jesus.
Move away to get a drink!
No, it probably has picked up. It's like, in the district. But no, Roadblock, I have never felt so dissatisfied and so pissed off. I mean, I knew everything was going to happen.
It was definitely like a predictable show.
No,
but I mean, to give it some credit, there's some good work in the show. But predictable, that doesn't even begin to explain just
how fucking terrible it was.
Mm.
I mean, let's go for the result card. The New Day beat the League of Nations. I expected as much, and again, League of Nations isn't doing jack for me. The New Day is still humorous as ever, and shame on Sheamus. Shame on everything.
Hey, can you remember when Sheamus went to the top rope and it was like, oh my god, he's gone to the top rope, and he kind of just fell.
I need to re-see that moment.
He kind of just goes like, I'm just gonna fall at you and knock you over.
Though it is good to see King Barrett back in action again, though.
Oh yeah, Barrett's definitely a good one.
Mm. And a head scratcher in Roadblock was Jericho slagging off Toronto and by extension Canada. And he's proper going for it. I mean, and the response is Jack Swagger, an American.
Yeah, you bring out fucking Swagger. It's like
what?
What are you doing? What?
Like you're not Canadian, mate.
This whole slagging and his whole thing about slagging off Canada was because it stinks. Like you had no idea where you were going with this. I don't like Canada, or I moved away. Why? Because it smells. Oh, God, Jericho. Jericho is like watching a dad wrestle at this point.
Yeah, he's got the dad bod and that. Oh, God, and the walk.
You're welcome.
Fuck off. But no, I mean, they send out a fucking Swagger for him. It's like, why? You send out a fucking American in a Canadian city where you are slagging off the Canadians. It's like...
Yeah, but you still got your whole "We the people"
and then
Canada.
Yeah,
and yet they cheer when he lost.
Yeah, but that's the only involvement the crowd had with that. Otherwise, it was a very tepid reaction. It was just like, oh, it's Swagger, okay, and I'm just going to go off into like an unintelligible gibberish rant as we go through Roadblock. Fuck, can we move on? Let's move on. The Revival beat Enzo and Big Cass.
Great match. Fuck that finish.
Fucking hell. I mean, I really enjoyed that match. I really did. I was gutted that Enzo and Cass didn't get the belts. The way it's looking, they're probably going to be the best tag team in NXT that haven't won the belts, and that disappoints me.
Yeah.
The Revival don't do anything for me.
I mean...
Hey, I actually remember their names this week.
Well, that's because we do have them up of Dorsham and Wilder.
Yeah, they just don't do it for me.
I mean, it was a very good match, and it seems like the more casual crowd didn't really get too big behind them.
No, I mean they were big into Enzo and Cass.
Yeah,
I mean the pop they got was probably the pop of the night.
Well, I mean, who isn't into? If you don't like Enzo and Cass, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean,
there's one word to describe you. And
we're gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT. Soft. How you doing? And no, it was a good match. Disappointing loss. disappointing finish, but hey ho. Charlotte and Natty, the other good match of the night. I really enjoyed that.
Charlotte with old man.
Woo!
The old man who was let out of the home again. Where am I? I'm going to strut.
Yeah, he's doing this fucking weird strut. Like, can you imagine people at the nursing home, like, oh god, Flair's gone again.
Just open the door and the window's gone. There's a jacket with an elbow. There's like a hole in the elbow patch going, guys, what? Rick's gone again. Oh, fucking hell. Quick, get the woo whistle.
It's like a fucking. It's like a pokey flute, but it just goes woo instead of playing a song to wake up a Snorlax. Like, can you imagine using that whistle to wake him up in the morning? It's like, Rick, your breakfast is ready, and like blow the whistle, woo! And then he would just like sit bolt upright like the Undertaker, like woo, woo. Here's your breakfast. Woo! And then, you know, the orderlies and crap lead him to it. They come back and there's a bloody mess all over his bed. Oh, god damn it, he's bladed again.
Who let him have an actual knife instead of a blunt plastic one?
Oh, you're getting fired in the morning.
God damn it, Ric Flair, just go away. I can't believe I'm saying that. Go away.
I loved Rick. I really did love him, but he's only damaging his credentials and his credibility. I mean,
He's ruining his reputation, and he's also just dragging Charlotte down.
Charlotte did not need him in NXT. She does not clearly fucking need him in the WWE, but because writers and creative and possibly Kevin Buckface McBeaverton Buckface Dunn, you know, like
that's the new one. Wow, you're on fire.
Just talking about Roadblock has just fucking fired me up. Like, just to mention a Kevin Beaverface Bucktooth fucker. Fun fact, just on a side note, Jim Cornette made him cry by calling like a bucktooth motherfucker or something.
I'm not surprised.
But then again, Corny's got a mouth on him. I love him, Maggle. But no,
the actual match
was very solid.
It was a very good match. Thing is, until they did the bit beforehand when Charlotte says she's going to put the belt on, I was like, you don't know who's going to win. Because I was like, oh wow, because Natty's had a couple of bits here and there in the last couple of weeks, and she's still good. I was like, and it was a great match. And I was like, okay, maybe give the Canadian crowd what they want. Let a Canadian win.
Yeah, and the fucking roof was coming off of that building when she put the sharpshooters
and
the big four on. They were eating it, and I was loving it. And I was just so disappointed towards the end of it, and just like, you know, I know the belt's on the line. Natty, you're having a great match, but you've got to lose, and that disappoints me.
Yeah,
Natty has got some fucking amazing talent, and yet she's being overlooked. It's like, when is the point I start putting this is the point I start putting my head to a brick wall. Every match from here on in, other than Zayn against Stardust, I'll put my head to the wall just for that reason alone. But we'll get to that. It was a great match. Disappointed that Charlotte had to win because I've got the belt, woo! Woo! Oh, the most disappointing match of the night was Lesnar against Wyatt and Harper.
Oh, well, the one that wasn't meant to be a 2-on-1 and then became a 2-on-1 because I say this every week, but they don't know what the fuck to do with the Wyatts, and that's why I don't like them.
The highlight of that was that Harper actually put in a good effort against Lesnar.
Yeah, he definitely, he didn't slouch about. He definitely gave it a go.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I will honestly admit, outside of Bray, you got Strowman, Harper, and Rowan. I honestly think Harper is the most talented of the three, if not the most underrated of them. He is criminally underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's injured. Well, he hurt himself at a house show.
No, it was in a dark match.
Was it a dark match?
It was a dark match on last week's Raw.
Yeah.
And he's done his leg just gave way while he was stood at ringside.
Yeah.
He's estimated to be out for 6 months.
Did you hear that? I saw the thing that everyone who won a champion at last year's WrestleMania is either injured or isn't working anymore. Daniel Bryan's out.
Yeah.
Rollins is out.
Yeah. Cena. I would have said, Triple H wasn't champ, no.
No, it was just people who walked away from last year as a champ.
Who was holding the tag belts at the time? Your laptop's a bit weird to work with. Yeah, there we are.
Don't diss my laptop.
That's an Acer, it's pretty good. Actually, let's just get a look at the poster. Part-timer, anime opening, John Cena, the shovel, the golden burial shovel.
Roman Renzo.
Possibly retiring. I mean, Sting...
There's been rumours that
he isn't done. Forced to retire because of medical reasons, and Taker possibly having his last match. At Mania, anyway. But we're going to go for that glaring pothole in a bit, so yeah, let's see.
AJ Lee's gone.
Yeah. Okay, so AJ is out. Well, she left. Tyson Kidd's career is
Tyson
done.
Kidd and Sub-Zero, they were the ones that won tag team, so they're gone.
Yeah. Well, Tyson Kidd had that botched muscle buster happen to him.
Yeah.
Cesaro is injured and will be out. Will be back during the European tour. New Day is New Day. Los Matadores has disappeared off the face of the fucking dub, and the Usos are still doing half a decent hacker. I say half because one of them actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what you pointed out in the last app. Let's see. DB forced to retire. AJ Lee gone.
Yeah, quite a lot. Even people who was in singles. Randy Orton's gone.
Yeah, he's injured. Rollins is gone. Well, injured. No.
I just realised Paige has nothing to do at WrestleMania.
She's actually in this. She is at Mania.
Doing what? Being on Total Divas?
No, she's in that 10 Diva tag match.
What a rush! God fucking damn it! Sorry.
Let's just carry on annihilating Roadblock with the force of an angry... I don't know.
Angry!
Just
anger!
I mean, Lesnar did his routine, suplex bollocks, Harper put up a good fight. I thought Bray actually bitched out of that fight, but it turned out he had a back injury at the time.
I think that's why they changed it.
Yeah, I was actually disappointed with that match as well, but at the time anyway. Then Zayn beats Stardust. I was disappointed with that because they could have picked a better opponent for Stardust.
That was a really weird one. They had an okay match.
Yeah,
it was just like, that's a weird thing. That's a weird thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Now,
you. Now, the best and worst match of the night, I would say.
It was the best match up until the fucking finish. For that instant, I fucking believed.
Everyone believed that they were going to swerve, and it was like, oh my god,
it could happen.
Ambrose just won, and it's like,
no, he didn't. It's like just another rope. Like if the banging can be heard on the mic, this is the sound of me hitting my head against the desk.
That's really going to hurt, dude. Why didn't you just...
It was just a light tap. It actually did not hurt. Actually, I wonder what that sound... But,
yep, that picked up.
Yeah, it picked up.
That spiked.
But... fucking hell! It's just... Why? Why do you fucking do it? Why? Fucking hell! I think the fuck count has gone right off the chart in this. And I suddenly go from very angry to being quite calm and relaxed.
Fuck!
Like, the booking at that point, like, are you the real, or are you a fucking jabroni, no good motherfucker, son of a bitch? You know, insert your best Iron Sheik right here. But it's fucking bullshit!
It was.
It was terrible. I mean, I was seething after that match. I was actually sat here looking at the TV.
Did you guys watch live?
Yeah, we watched it live.
Yeah, I watched it after the fact, and it was because I was watching it while playing games, and I just went, fuck off! Yeah. Died, and like Gears of War was like, what the fuck? Fuck you!
Fuck you, ref, fuck you! Well, I think there was a ref you suck chant going on.
I think there was a lot of not pleasant chants. I bet a lot of kids had to have their ears fucking plugged.
I think I shouted like "holy shit" in the room like when that false finish happened, and like, I looked at Sophie thinking he's fucking done it. Like no, like are you fucking bastards? Oh, if I had a table nearby, I'd fling it.
Table being flipped. Whee!
Yeah, I need to find that emoticon. I love that emoji.
And that was Roadblock.
Yeah.
Roadblock sucked dick.
Oh, thanks to Roadblock, you essentially stopped watching Raw for about 2 weeks.
I will admit, I like kind of heard the bits and bobs, but I watched Roadblock and went, man, I just God.
Oh, can we just pause for a quick moment?
Yep. Back in a bit.
Okay.
Alright, we're back.
I'll calm down.
The pile of bodies is being brushed away as we speak.
Yeah. Well, on top of that as well, it was a bathroom break and a rage break. But let's get on to Raw from last week. It started off really good. Styles versus Owens, and Jericho comes out with his AJ Styles. I shown you that bit earlier that I referenced in our last one.
Oh yeah.
You know, with that how I compared Jericho's borderline.
Yeah. Chanting for me to Kevin Owens going, if you don't chant for me, you can suck my dick.
But you can't suck these guys' dicks because they're good.
Like, huh.
The Young Bucks just they kind of got owned in their own.
I loved everything in that. It was like, I don't like you. You're a piece of shit. It's like, whoa.
Ease off there, Kevin.
Because I'm a piece of shit. It's like, okay.
But that was a hilarious promo that I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I remember the chainsaw.
Yeah, like Terry
Funk giving you a fucking. He's going to turn into Dr. Salvador from Resi 4. Lesnar's Leon. He's just going to come and go. He's like, damn it, chainsaw.
Like the week before, it was Mick Foley giving him.
Yeah, he gave him the barbed wire.
Yeah, and then the week after, it was Terry Funk like giving him the chainsaw. Like, what, does this thing work? Oh my god, it works!
I did see a very funny meme image of China. It was China going, "I've got something for you to help you against Lesnar." As the DVD goes, "Man, this is hardcore." Like, yep, I think it was Backdoor to China or something like that.
Backdoor to China.
That's one of her. Let's not talk about China's porn career, shall we?
I don't want to fucking know. I only knew of One Night in China, and you watched it.
Why don't you tell them that?
I can't believe you actually went ahead with it.
I was drunk, okay? It was just like, oh, this will be funny. Oh my god!
I bet you threw up everything you drunk at that particular
I
point.
went to sleep. And not a good sleep.
It was just like, you woke up the next morning. Oh, what was on what?
What was that? Format hard drive.
Yeah, I'm just going to pass out for a few hours while that does it. Oh, God, I don't want to watch it either.
The only thing that I think is like, okay, fine, fair enough, is when she's the She-Hulk in the Avengers porn parody.
I can actually picture that.
Yeah, that would work. And I like how you're giggling, and I said that with the straightest fucking face. I was like, yeah, she could totally be She-Hulk in a porn parody. Like, can we just watch the fucking Roman Reigns Evangelion intro and forget this happened? Yeah,
we'll watch that again after. Big E and Rusev. I thought that was going to be a tag match.
Yeah.
But no, I like Big E. I do like Big E as a wrestler.
Big E's really good. I mean, and he's just improved. I can remember when it started when he was with fucking AJ and Ziggler and he was just the big black guy.
Like the token black guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I just remembered, relating to that, there's a parody I'd seen where someone did a parody of the Final Fantasy VII battle. Like, where it had Ziggler's Cloud.
AJ's Tifa and Big E with Barrett.
Yeah, it worked so well. I lost my shit.
I remember that. That was pretty damn
good. Big E beats Rusev the big ending, and it was pretty fun. I mean, I'll just go through the recap because Big comes out as well about the Andre the Giant Memorial stuff. and the social outcasts come in, and Big's not having any of it. But Kane just comes in, cleans house, and cleans out Big Show. I mean, fair play on Kane, even though he's kind of on the horizon. And
it's kind of weird to think of the fact that I wonder if Kane will retire before Taker.
I think he may.
I think he will. But granted, Kane's been full-time a lot longer. So...
yeah, anything can happen. And the next match was Jericho versus Fandango. I forgot Fandango was around.
Fandango is still with the fucking company?
You didn't... oh no, you didn't watch it, did you?
I didn't watch it!
It was basically a rematch of the one where Fandango beat Jericho. Like the Mania match when Fandango beat him. And during the match, like, Styles comes out the same way Jericho did, going, Y2 jackass. It was... oh. Nick has just gone off his chair, holding his head, thinking...
Oh my...
I didn't even know who this Fandango was.
I'm just going to walk out. I'm done. I'm going away. I'm leaving everything here.
Get your ass back here.
I just realised I can't leave yet. My copy of Poken's there.
I've got a Wii U to play it with as well. We actually kept the Wii U here. Yeah, Fandango actually came close to beating Jericho. Again. Until Styles comes out with the Y2 jackass chant. I think people actually caught on with that chant as well. And I actually said on my Facebook, if not on DragonBomb page, Y2 jackass has to be trending round about now. And KO sets up a triple threat number one contenders match, and you're going to think that it's going to be between The Miz, Ziggler, and Sami Zayn. Troll Owens Troll. He comes to the ring, and he introduces all three of them. And this is what he does instead. Like, he introduces like this. First off, we have a guy who has travelled all over the world.
I'm not going to read this because I want to see if this is surprised if I have a similar sort of storm off to Fandango. So I didn't read that page, so...
So okay. He starts off like, well, first off, we have a guy who's travelled all over the world and is known for his high-flying style. It's Sin Cara. And next, we have a guy who dresses like he's back in his teenage years. And it is Zack Ryder. And I'm trying to remember. I need to reread this quickly so I can. And lastly, a guy who. I got something funny I could tell you with that in a bit actually. And lastly, we have a guy who, I think I got the order wrong, but he introduces a guy who's from the stars, who's from Hollywood, and he's more than just a star. It's Stardust!
So Kefka, basically.
Yeah. But, like, Owens just basically thought, okay, he's going to set up a triple threat between...
That's actually pretty good by Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good, though.
So the match gets underway, and it ends up being a no contest because Zayn, Ziggler, and Miz storm the ring one by one because they are fuming with Owens. And it's now turned into a 7-man IC ladder match because Steph was like, okay, you want your match? You've got your match. You're defending your belt against Zayn, Miz, Ziggler, Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder at Mania. And Owens is like, oh, fuck. I'm actually disappointed, if you will, with that matchup because I have got nothing.
You have WrestleMania. You have Kevin Owens. You have Sami Zayn. Why does that not just instantly mesh?
Well,
why doesn't somebody think, oh, well, yep, done?
Yeah, like that, but you got the problem is though.
Brilliant! Yeah.
If Zayn wasn't injured, they could have built it up from an earlier point. The casuals have got to know how bad this feud is between him and Zayn specifically.
Just turn around and watch NXT for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and
Just do that. Do like a promo that is just that.
Yeah, and just watch how Owens half murders Zayn in Takeover Rival.
He practically murdered the man more than once. On Kevin Owens' debut, he fucking killed him.
And
after he won!
I mean, El Generico can attest to Kevin Steen annihilating him once or twice.
Exactly.
I mean, well, rumour has it that Generico can either be found helping orphans in Mexico or found face down dead in a ditch. Whatever story you may prefer, depending on what Kevin Steen may tell you. But basically, they need to build that feud up for a good point. I'd say TLC, if you're really going to stretch it that long. But people need to know who the fuck Zayn and KO are.
I wonder if they would save that for SummerSlam.
Yeah, they'd have to.
Because that's the big one for the summer. So.
Yeah. Which, if it's hopeful, won't get embarrassed by NXT again. Takeover Brooklyn was a fucking amazing show.
Takeover will just shit over whatever WWE do.
But yeah, there's your IC matchup for Mania. Match number 4 on that. Natty versus Charlotte, and Charlotte beats Natty. Nothing to see or say here other than Ric Flair escaped from the retirement home again. I can just imagine him running out of the window in his fucking boxers into a shaded out, into one of those blacked out cars. And you can just... No, I've got it. Not his boxers. Do you ever read The Plane Ride from Hell?
No.
It is one of the most insane, surreal, true stories ever.
I know how he would sneak out. He's in a hospital gown and he just lives in front of a nurse and she goes, "Oh my god," he goes, "Woo, baby," and he gets out.
Actually, that's not very far from what he did on the plane, drunk off his head.
I mean, let's not talk about the issues with drunk Ric Flair.
Oh no, I'll have to show you The Plane Ride from Hell after. Like I said, it's one of the most strangest and surreal stories, but it's all true. It's fucking crazy. And let's just say the WWE have not flown privately since.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Oh dear.
Next up on that Raw was Bubba Ray against R-Truth. Yeah, Bubba Ray against R-Truth. Bubba Ray wins in maybe 5 minutes.
Let me guess, was there some really stupid shit with Goldust?
Goldust tried coming in after the match to defend Truth, but it was kind of all for naught. That he got battered for his efforts, and the main event, which nobody fucking bought into: Dean Ambrose against Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a minute.
What?
Fucking Strowman!
He's big and he's got a great big bushy beard. A great big bushy beard.
And Vince is like, I want to put in Braun Strowman against Dean Ambrose for the greater good. And you can hear that buck-toothed motherfucker in the background going, the greater good.
The greater good.
No, Ambrose against Strowman main event. Get your head around that.
No, I don't want to get my head around that.
The Lunatic Fringe against Samuel Tarly, who's ditched the wall and joined the
I refuse to get my head around that. Hang on.
Yeah, you're burying your head in the Pokken case.
Yep. Sorry, Pikachu.
Yeah, it's Strowman is inexperienced. He's still green. Why are you putting him in a main event with a guy who should be main eventing on any given day? Oh, I don't know, because Vince has a fucking raging hard-on for big beefy fuckers. I'll let him off for Titus O'Neil, who's probably flipping another table at this point. Do your you do the better. But he's going to flip a table while he's at it as well. So it's like,
you have to do the arms and then go into the motion.
Yeah, do you remember how we said how he's eating ice cream and he just tosses it after and he just tossed it after Taker grabs Vince by the front. Oh yeah, Vince came out and said, "Well, if the Undertaker does not beat my son of a bitch, that is Shane McMahon, he will never wrestle at WrestleMania again." Yeah, but you see, here's a little thing, Vince.
Sure, Vince, you're really going to be like, "Oh, you lost, you." I can't do my Vince voice today, but
I need to get a drink. That bag is behind you, so Yeah, is that everything there? Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, basically, like, Vince is like...
I will fire one of my main attractions before he retires, considering I'm forcing him to wrestle my son because reasons, but if he loses, fuck you.
Basically, if Taker loses, he's not allowed to compete at WrestleMania again. But someone asked Meltzer and Alvarez, how does Vince enforce it? And Meltzer simply said, he doesn't.
He can't, because if Taker loses, Shane is in control.
Yeah, so Shane has control of Raw, and he'll just tell Taker, oh yeah, about that thing that my idiot father said? Screw that noise, you're back in. And Taker may have a bit more left in the tank, for all we know. But that's the thing. Why are you putting that stipulation in when there's an easy loophole, if not a glaring plot hole?
You want to hear something really stupid?
Go.
Here's a random idea. Shane loses, brings back Hulk Hogan with all that money, and they revive WCW. The Monday Night Wars return!
Not before we see another series of Thunder in Paradise.
Sorry. That just goes right as possible. He's like, fine, I lost. Guess what? I've got WCW back. And Vince just goes, oh, Shane.
Oh, Shane, you're bringing the family into disrepute again.
Oh, Shane, why?
What's in the lockbox? What's in the box? I've never seen Seven, but I know that's a famous line from it.
Sex tape was Trish Stratus.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why she barked like a dog.
Oh, gee.
Nope. I've got one worse.
Go.
Sex tape with Mae Young.
Oh, no. Oh.
Rest in peace.
Oh. Nick. That's fucking terrible.
I will take my leave now.
And he's eating the pie.
Oh, you know what? No, nothing about this is inappropriate. She gave birth to a fucking hand.
Yeah, anything is off them. Yeah, she gave birth to a hand that is Mark Henry's son, and the hand showed up on Raw as well, if you remember. The hand all grown up. Jesus fucking Christ, what? How?
Why do we like wrestling? It's really fucking dumb.
Well, that's Raw covered. Well, we still need to watch last night's Raw, and let's just sum up what we know. Shane McMahon is a crazy bastard.
Yeah, we knew that anyway.
Yeah, but...
Because he watched that and put it in his lockbox and, Daddy, look what I got. What? No! May, no! That's what it is! It's Mae Young breathing. I'm not going to bring up rape.
Oh, Jesus.
Vince is tied down. May is strutting over. I mean, remember, this is Mae Young, who at one point tried to get her old tits out on TV. I need to stop.
Yes, Nick. Stop before we get to the point of no return, which we clearly crossed.
There is no point of no return. The point of no return is when I hit record.
And the funniest part of this is that everything is improvised once we lay out the basics of what we want to talk about. There is no script. We're doing it live. But no, I mean, Shane basically goes top rope, and he puts him and Taker through the announcers table 10 minutes into Raw.
Yeah, it was a hell. Granted, he does kind of miss it, but
yeah.
That's because I don't think Taker was laid out on the table.
Oh, pardon me.
I don't think Taker wanted to make it obvious he was moving along. I think that they didn't have a lot of time to set that up properly. But
in all seriousness, I mean, Shane is crazy.
Yeah, Shane's great.
That's an indicator he's going off the top rope. Not the top rope, the top of the cell. Like, screw the top rope. He'll go coast to coast on Taker, and he'll probably go coast to coast off the top of the cell, through the table, and we may actually hear Michael Cole do his best JR impression. But even then, it's still going to be soft-spoken. It's not going to be like, by God Almighty, it killed him! It'll be like, oh my God! And that's actually more Byron Saxton, really.
Shane misses Taker and kicks Cole in the face.
No, Saxton. It's more punishment for the botched pills. The blood capsules.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if we did hit Cole though, because then you'll hear Jamie going, Michael! 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 Michael, get up! Michael! Michael! He starts slapping. Michael! Michael!
Yeah, and Saxton has to deliver the play-by-play. All the while a hysterical JBL is trying to bring Cole back.
Michael! Welcome, Michael! I can't do it slow, Michael!
Oh, Jesus, I just remembered JBL chanting, "You still got it."
Oh, God, that made me want to die!
Shut the fuck up, JBL, shut the fuck up!
You still got it! You still got it!
No,
How?
Jesus.
I'm surprised Vince wasn't about going, JBL, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like Vince must have been cringing.
No, he probably thought he was like, yeah, that's showing how bad he is. And thing is, the others were quiet. I bet they were looking at him going, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Jesus. But, no, I mean,
why?
Yeah, but the point is, Shane is a crazy fucker.
Shane's amazing.
We must
I'm
have
so glad Shane
we
came
must
back.
have watched that moment about 5 to 10 times. And wow, the second notable moment I know of, there is now a full 10 diva matchup.
Is this for the? Should we actually start talking about the?
Yeah, we may as well. Yeah, we may as well. And do you know what? Oh, Jesus! Okay, so Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
So
we need to. Oh, the participants so far is Slater, Axel, Rose, Dallas, Big, Kane, Breeze, Goldust, Truth, Darren Young, Mark Henry,
Connor and Victor,
Jack Swagger, Damien Sandow, and your best rage mate Fandango. You're doing that weird dance thing.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, this isn't in any proper order. Because, okay, so that's on the pre-show?
Yeah, apparently the page needs to be edited.
Yeah, that's
but
probably
apparently the Usos will be taking on the Duds. Nothing to see here. Now, this is where my rage is about to break. Again! The Total Divas versus Bad and Blonde. Brie Bella, Paige, Natalia, Alicia Fuck, and Eva Marie.
Done. Bye.
Little Miss Botch is at Wrestle Fucking Mania.
Eva Marie, what was her use in past life? I have tits! I wave a flag!
The wrong flag, if I may add.
Yes! She waved a checkered flag, meaning the end of a race!
Botchamania pointed that out.
I'm a racing fan!
Yeah, you're a big F1 fan,
yes!
So you probably clocked onto that.
Yes!
You look like you look like you're about to have a seizure, or some sort of fit. You're just going to curl up into a ball. It's like, make it go away, make it go away. And team,
I keep walking away. I have to keep taking it over because I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, like Bad and Blonde consists of Naomi, Tamina.
Bad and Blonde.
Yeah, Naomi, Tamina, Lana, Emma, and Summer Rae. Now, on a more happy and positive note, I'm actually glad to see Emma back in WWE. But where is Dana Brooke? Actually, I've just remembered something. Space Hopper.
Okay, let's get some critical stuff for this match. Okay, so let's talk about the ones who'll be good and the ones who are shit. Okay, Brie, okay, fair enough.
Brie is
middle.
Yeah, she's
Paige, fucking underused, really good.
Yeah.
Natalia, decent. Alicia Fox, garbage. My shit can wrestle better than her. Did you see her whenever she used to do? That was a while ago. Her finisher was like this axe kick, and she would just fucking kick you in the head and nearly murder you. Eva Marie.
She does not need She does not need anything said about her.
Also, Eva Marie was a heel in NXT, and she's now on the Total Divas, which I'm guessing is meant to be the good side.
Face side.
But to be honest,
apparently she got annihilated by the crowd at Raw last night. No surprise, she gets killed by the NXT crowd regularly, and she got killed by the Brooklyn crowd. And let's dissect Team Bad and Blonde. Naomi got her head kicked in by Asuka. Tamina, I don't know. Tamina doesn't do it for me.
No, to me, her thing is that she's like this era's version of Beth Phoenix, but nowhere near as good because she's not as talented. And I still find it really weird that they have no problem having Tamina on, considering Jimmy, the whole murder issue.
Oh yeah, because Jimmy Snooker's been investigated for murder.
Yeah. Oh, the minute there's racism, Hulk Hogan's dropped like a fucking bombshell. Oh, Jimmy Snooker may have murdered somebody. Oh, we'll still use.
Now, speaking of Hall of Famers, I mean, you've still got Bleeding Sunny, who's shooting her mouth on any given day, looks to get into the sex tape, porn industry, whatever, and yet she's still there. She's had a fall from grace harder than Chris, not say harder than Chris Benoit, but...
Benoit. You can't say Benoit.
Yeah, well...
Benoit.
I will defy the censors. But no, I mean, she's had a fall from grace that's not nearly as bad as Benoit for obvious reasons, but it's still a fucking brutal one, isn't it? But it's still a brutal fall. I mean, how do you go from being the premier women's wrestler / diva to somebody who will shoot their mouth off on Twitter? Have you not seen her on Twitter?
She obviously really loves the cock.
And not roosters.
There's a moment there, just well played. Take a drink. Well played.
I mainly said that because I remember the whole DX and giving Vince a rooster implying he loves cock.
Yep. So
now that's going to be a snore fest, if not my designated piss or shit break.
I see, because they were saying this stuff up before, weren't they, with Brie and Lana?
Yeah.
And because Lana.
Yeah, Lana wrestles now.
She had gone through like the training a lot of the other girls had done.
Yeah.
But then, and like they were doing stuff with her before. Thing is, she's still in the doghouse after announcing her engagement to Rusev Udria.
Rusev Machka.
Rusev Crush. That ass.
Rusev TV champion.
That was great.
That was a brilliant thing he rolled with there.
Oh god, yeah.
No, I mean, Emma, I'm glad to see back in dub, but she's without Dana Brooke, who has the nicest ass in NXT, and Summer Rae, who seems to come and go. I don't know what to make of Summer Rae half the time. She's got the looks, but it's like, whenever you're in the ring, it's like, I don't know.
Summer Rae is another one of those, hey, I'm kind of like a model, but I'm also a wrestler.
Yeah. And next up, Kalisto and Ryback, that has no story, no build-up.
Oh, hang on. Who do you think wins that match then? Total Divas or Bad?
It's going to be the Total Divas because Mr. Bucktooth McGee probably wants to get his rocks off with that match.
I'd get my rocks off over Paige.
I'd go into her house any day.
Right, next match. Kalisto versus fucking
Goldberg. There isn't. I actually think this matchup.
The big guy.
The matchup is weak. There is no build-up. There's no reason. It's more like, I want your US belt. Alright? And Kalisto would be like...
Kalisto's like, I've beat Del Rio enough times. Can I fight someone else?
And it's a title match.
Hey, who wants a title match against Kalisto? And Ryback was like, you've got I'll do it.
Yeah, stuff in his face like, feed me more. We all do it. And that's a US Championship match, which is apparently now on the pre-show. We'll get to the main event ones eventually.
Yeah, we'll skip them three.
For now.
Charlotte and the Old Man versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. This will be fucking amazing. As long as Rick doesn't get involved.
I hope for what it's worth he doesn't decide to kiss the face off either Sasha or Becky again. That was horrible.
You know what'll make it better?
Go.
Becky kissed Sasha.
No.
Doing.
I see that, and I raise you all three.
Just Rick's in the corner going, woo, 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 faints.
Yeah, and
faints, and he's balancing on something. Nobody tells me. It looks like Rick's levitating as he woos.
Yeah, and then the people from the nursing home come and collect him.
Come on, Rick.
And then,
thing is, I really don't know who I want to win it.
I can't be mad. I really can't be mad.
Okay, yeah. You know what? No, I can't choose who I'd want.
You see, we discussed this.
One day it's Sasha. One day it's Becky. Next, Charlotte.
we discussed this before. I mean, Charlotte will solidify her heel status. Sasha will win it and give the finger to her because she's a rebellious motherfucker, and I like that. And the last kicker, as Michael Cole likes to say, she self-proclaims, shut up, Cole, you little bitch. Go back to doing commentary on Beast and East where you're more tolerable. Thank you.
I still don't like the last kicker. Mainly because, like, you can't, like, if you're a dude, you can't buy a Becky Lynch shirt, because if you're walking around with a t-shirt that says the last kicker...
Yeah, it's got some dodgy issues.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt implying you kick women, you bastards? No, it's wrestling. Oh yeah, sure it is.
Well, it still doesn't beat the initial name they gave the trio of Paige, Charlotte, and Becky.
Submission Saraya. Yeah. Don't Google that.
No.
Or Google that if you want.
You won't be disappointed.
Make sure you're on your own. Make sure your mum and dad aren't watching. Oh, that was funny.
How did they oversee that?
I don't know.
It's like, okay, I got an idea for your group name. It will be called the Submission Sorority.
And they're probably like, yeah, fine, whatever, cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then one person Googles it and went, Vince, what? We have a problem.
One episode of Raw later.
We're now Team PCB, which it just sounds like a drug.
It sounds like a knockoff of the JCB Diggers.
What's up? I'm high on that PCB right now.
Hey, you got any more of that PCB stuff? Oh, man.
I need some PCB and I'm going to wear Submission Sorority tonight. It comes full circle.
Yeah, like someone's getting high off their tits or on PCB while watching Submission Sorority. It works. And next up we have the New Day against the League of Nations in a 4-on-3 handicap match, which is not for the tag belts. More of a battle of supremacy. For the love of all that is God, let the New Day win, because the League of Nations suck a bag of dicks, and the only people that are worth actually paying attention to in that match is Sheamus, Barrett, and Rusev.
You know the best thing about the League of Nations is their stuff behind the scenes of them fucking around.
Yeah.
Did you see that image of Rusev pulling a gun on Ziggler?
Yeah.
There's a photo of Ziggler's going like, well, Rusev's got a fucking gun! And it's like...
Oh, did you see? Actually, I saw one where they recreate the famous painting of David touching God.
Yeah. It's like, Rusev's going, it's like, oh my god, that's incredible. Yeah. They're having fun.
Yeah, I will give them that.
They must be having a lot of fun behind the scenes, but yeah, they're just kind of...
Yeah, like in ring, they're shite. Outside of the ring, they're fucking great.
When they're just kind of having fun, yeah.
It's basically the New Day backstage, but the New Day just do it all day, every day.
Yeah, the New Day is just the New Day.
Can you imagine the pop they're going to get, like, once it's like, oh, Dallas! Don't you dare! Etc. and so on and so forth. That crowd is going to fucking pop.
Oh.
And then we've got the aforementioned 7-man ladder match for the IC. Retain, Owens, retain. Retain, Owens, retain.
Who's going through a ladder? Someone's going through a ladder in that match.
It's got to be Zayn for a throwback to Generico.
Or does Zayn put Kevin through a ladder?
Plot twist! You know what? That would just be brilliant because...
Or would it be Ziggler because Ziggler sells everything because he's fucking it stupid?
No, Sin Cara botches it and puts himself through the ladder. Yeah, we're done here for that match. And
Owens wins. Please tell me Owens wins. He has to win that match.
If not Owens, then Zayn to set up the rivalry.
Yeah.
And lastly, before we go on to the main event matches, Styles versus Jericho Part 4. Styles is on the big stage. Jericho's going to put him over. And about 100,000 people will be shouting, they don't want none.
Fandango is going to run in
and
interfere in the match, say, I'm the only one who's allowed to beat Jericho Mania, and causes Styles to lose the match. To the crowd going, what?
This is bullshit.
What? Stone Cold comes out and goes, what? The Rock comes out and just raises his eyebrow going, who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter who you are. Like, could you just imagine that Stone Cold coming like, I see you trying to interrupt in AJ Styles' match. What? Oh, and by the way, Fandango, you suck.
Fandango gets fired on live TV. Fandango, you're fired. Because I forgot we had you on contract. Get out of my ring. Here's your P45.
Okay, for American listeners, a P45 is what you call your termination papers.
Yep.
For a lack of better words.
But yeah, in serious terms, AJ's got no reason to lose this.
And if he loses, well, ass. That's going to be bullshit.
Yeah, like what? Why would Jericho win?
Yeah, in all honesty.
I don't see he's got nothing to gain out of it.
No.
Right, which of these three should we tackle first? Ambrose
and Lesnar street fight. Potentially match of the night.
Chainsaw!
Apparently Ambrose had like a shopping cart full of hardcore items that he was going to bring to the table against Lesnar. Well, I need to see Raw to see it properly.
You know what I would love to see?
Go on.
Ambrose running with a chainsaw after Heyman. Benny Hill theme. And Heyman has a pig face. Squeal again.
Yeah.
Brock! Help! Brock!
Apparently, there's talk of Mick Foley and Terry Funk possibly interfering in that match for Ambrose as well. I mean, can you imagine the Funker just going straight for Brock?
Yeah. You can get some full-on ECW shit happening with that.
Yeah, and
trash cans and everything.
2x4s, Barbies, chainsaws, maybe.
Head. Alpha just comes out with head. Shucks it.
Did you see the picture of?
He chucks it like a Pokeball. I'm gonna catch Brock Lesnar. Bink. Oh shit.
Oh, it didn't work. I want to give I want to give Dean a gift, but I don't want to give him head.
Oh, of course.
No, that's going to be a fun match.
That's going to be fun.
Now, next up is Triple H versus Roman Reigns. I'm not looking forward to that match. I'm really not looking forward to that match. It's going to... You see, the problem is that Reigns is very likely to go over.
Reigns is winning that. There's no way Reigns isn't winning that.
I hope he's ready to face the wrath of 100,000 people.
Because if they were going to do a switch by now, they would have done a switch.
Yeah. The problem I've got with this matchup, as we've discussed previously, Reigns is not over. And he got killed by the Brooklyn crowd.
Mm.
I mean, like I was telling you about an article that I'd seen yesterday that, I basically said to Soph and I said to you, but I've learned two things with wrestling today. The first is that the Warrior Award is a joke, and secondly, Roman Reigns just does not get it.
Well, no, he wouldn't, because he was initially going to be a fucking football player.
Yeah, like he was on tryouts in the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm.
But the problem is that Reigns does not take well to criticism. He takes it very personally.
Yeah.
Last year he says haters are going to hate. This year he's saying, well, if the adult males want to boo, who I designate as the away crowd, and he designates the women and children as the home crowd.
Yeah.
Like, if they want to boo me, then they're just setting a bad example because the WWE is a kids show.
Yeah, that's...
Mate, have you seen the fucking demographics?
Yeah, that's silly. Here's the one thing. Did you see what happened with him on Twitter? So somebody put up, if you win the championship, I will break all my fingers. Reigns' response? Well, your sex life's going to get really awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was like, you know what? That was kind of a well-played comeback. But fuck you, Reigns!
Yeah, I mean, that was actually my reaction after reading the article, because he's complaining about being overworked and that he had to take some time off for the nose operation that we discussed before.
Yeah.
And just like, after reading the article, specifically like the comments he made like towards the massive majority fan base, like, you know what, Reigns? I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You were in FCW, which was what NXT was before the rebranding.
Yep.
You were in NXT, you were with The Shield, now you're by yourself, and you're not getting over with the core demographic. I mean, women and children love you, yes, but when it comes down to it, you're just a whiny little bitch.
Mm.
And I want to like Reigns, but he makes it fucking hard.
I liked Reigns in The Shield. He was really good in The Shield, because he was kind of just a silent one who just beat people up.
No, he talks to people while Jinder Mahal gets his ass kicked. He's talking to Slater while Mahal's getting his ass kicked.
Yep, definitely. But like everyone says, the only way you get Cena over now is turn him heel. Like that, I think, is so much more important now with Reigns. The only way anyone will care about Reigns
is if he turns heel.
If somehow in the Triple H match he turned heel in that match, like he gets disqualified, but he spears Triple H like 3 times, like quote unquote breaks Triple H's back.
If anything, I mean, on that Raw from last week, Steph basically gets a call and she's like, okay, I'll meet you in the parking lot, and she goes into a limo, and she approaches the limo. Triple H is in there.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting her to go into the limo, and the window at the front of the limo goes down, and you just see Reigns turn around like, where to, Stephanie? Believe that. Kind of like the Not My Driver incident, with the Undertaker and Teddy Long, or the Undertaker and Stephanie.
He knocks out Steph with gas, drives her to a fucking drive-through marriage place. You're now seeing the new Mr. And Triple H goes, motherfucker, he played me like a fiddle.
And it's not about, what was the line Trips delivered with that particular?
Oh god, I can't remember.
It's not like where we consummated the marriage, but how many times we did it.
You abducted her.
I was honestly expecting the Not My Driver trope to happen, and it would have been fucking hilarious because we were expecting it. But instead, the shutters go up, and a very pissed off Reigns is there, and he basically opens the door, drags out Trips. They start fighting each other. Steph is shrieking. I kind of like that about Reigns. That's what I want to see from Reigns.
Yeah, when they have him kind of just
pissed off with everything,
he just goes, fuck it, I'm just going to beat you up.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it, because that's when it works.
Well, the Philadelphia crowd still weren't having it. They still booed him.
Yeah.
But it is Philadelphia, so it's justified. And the Brooklyn crowd annihilated him, as we mentioned earlier.
When Triple H is doing his super extravagant entrance at WrestleMania...
What do you think it's going to be like this year?
It's going to be the whole... It's going to be like a...
Pole up the arse Terminator?
No. It's going to come out just like a giant Snickers bar.
Right. Trips...
Sponsored by Snickers.
Trips, eat a Snickers. Why? Because you turn this to a right... Actually, no. Have a parody of the Snickers advert with Stephanie, throwing a bitch fit. It's like, Steph, eat a Snickers. Why? You turn this to a right diva when you're hungry. You better. And it's Triple H after eating the Snickers. Better.
No, I think if they do they'll do some piss take on the Roman Empire falling or something like that.
No, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. But what you do for that during it's like a super elaborate thing. Reigns in the ring, she goes, oh fuck this, runs up and just starts pounding.
What Shane did to take her?
Yeah. He's going it's just he looks, instead of cocking his fist, he looks like a fake watch and goes, oh, okay, and just run and go, yeah.
Bear with us one moment.
And we are back. What the fuck's Rock doing at Mania? There's something, isn't there?
Do you think he's going to interfere on Roman's behalf? Actually, no, he's not cleared to wrestle for insurance reasons. So he's probably going to do his comedy shit.
Are they going to try and do the same thing with the Rumble where he comes out and holds his hand up? See, he kind of goes, oh no. Please cheer him. He's not actually my cousin, but cheer him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to just put it to 90 foul. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but let's just use the estimate middle ground. 80 to 100k, 90 foul. I mean, 90,000 people are going to fucking annihilate Reigns.
Yeah, unless he does something magic, or mind you, we still don't know what status Rollins is in.
Yeah, I mean Rollins.
If he, I'm not saying he wrestles, but if he made the save for Triple H,
yeah, that would be. There's so many possibilities.
Imagine the reaction if Seth Rollins just comes back, and he comes back as a face because he hits Triple H, causing Triple H to win. by DQ,
Yeah.
and then fucking clock Reigns. Because if he clocks Reigns first, Reigns wins.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't change on DQ, but have him he comes back and
Anti-authority, anti-Reigns. Fuck the pair of you.
Yeah.
I win because I'm Seth fucking Rollins.
imagine that. He just comes back and goes, "Fuck both of you." Just douche.
Ah,
That'd be awesome.
I'm digging that.
We're in a fantasy booking territory. Rollins ain't showing up. Cena might show up in a video package.
Yeah, he's teasing something.
He'll show up to sing "America the Beautiful."
Yeah,
Because Lillian Garcia doesn't want to do it anymore.
And all the while being stared down by a tank. Hope you can't see me.
Rusev drive tank to WrestleMania.
That's going to be... Oh, it's a shame the tank's already been done. But going on to our last match discussion, Taker and Shane. So much is riding on this, it's not even funny.
Yeah, but I don't want to get hyped about it, but I'm hyped. There's not going to be a lot of wrestling in this match.
It's going to be a lot of spots.
It's going to be a lot of spots, a lot of interference.
Dare I say it, Shane wins. This is the first time I ever doubt The Undertaker in a match because of what's at stake. I love Taker and all, but I think the impossible, well, not the impossible, because that happened with Lesnar, but Shane could very well win.
Yeah.
And you know me, and people who know me, as far as wrestling concerned.
You're a Taker fanboy. There's no other way to
Exactly.
be around the bush. You are a Taker fanboy.
Yeah, I mean, I will honestly admit, Taker is one of my all-time favourites, if not the all-time favourite.
Yeah.
But for the first time as an Undertaker fan, I doubt him. And that's frightening coming from me.
Yeah, definitely.
Because for everything that's at stake, Shane wants Raw. Shane speaks on behalf of us, basically.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying Shane up as the ratings are bad. People aren't enjoying it as much. I'm doing this for the fans.
Yeah, and for Taker, he's basically just doing this for Vince. But also, did you notice how I think it's the same show, in the same segment where Shane was like, "Well, you're just Vince's bitch," and Taker basically beats up Shane a bit, and you see Vince cheering, but Taker stares at him and kind of semi goes for him, and Vince just gets out of that ring really quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think Taker's doing it for Vince. It's more like, all right, you threw Shane to me, so be it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for Shane. You threw him to me. What happens to him is not my responsibility.
Yeah, I think his whole vibe into it is, I've stuck with you for this long. You've been good to me. I'll do this for you. Fine. You're gonna throw him to me. It's your own fault. What happened? You know what I do.
And I bet he was sat on the couch the night Shane came back, munching on his ice cream. It's okay, see what's going on here.
I like the fact if anyone's watching wrestling, they're always eating ice cream.
Well, this stems from the Titus O'Neil
I
joke.
know, but so if a wrestler's not on the show, they're sat at home eating ice cream with Smarties in it. Got Smarties in it.
Yeah, no, Taker's lying on the couch. He's okay, so Shane's back. Okay, and you'll be at WrestleMania. Okay, I haven't had my designation. Against The Undertaker. Okay, and Hell in a Cell. And he just sits bolt upright what?
I'm doing what now? He'd be there, Vince, what the fuck?
Vince, did you just say I'm doing Hell in a Cell against Shane?
Yeah, it'd be great. Why?
Table flip. Thump. I'm 50 fucking 1, mate.
Yeah.
That's got a lot of potential to it.
The thing is, this is weird to say. Would Taker lie down for Shane?
I think he would.
Would he?
For storyline reasons, Shane wins, and there's been a lot of talk about a brand split happening again.
Yeah. What he does? Shane gets pile drived. And
Taker goes into the pin.
Taker goes to the pin or something. And then Vince comes out going, he's setting up for the power driver, and Vince is going, do it.
Yeah, he's like Palpatine, like, do it.
Let the hate flow through you.
Let the hate flow through you, Undertaker.
Yes, he comes out in the room.
And the hood. Taker is his Darth Vader. and Shane is...
And he gets in the ring before the match is done, and he's like, yes. And Taker just goes, nah, Tombstone Vince instead.
Yeah.
And Vince just...
yeah, and then Shane,
having a fucking fit,
and Shane, being the designated Skywalker, gets the pin, and you can hear Taker going, no!
Either that, or Shane fucking knocks Taker out. He does the sit up, and he goes, oh shit. And then he thinks, I know what my music is. Money! It's just like $1 bills at him. He's like, please, just let me win. Here's money. Here's the lockbox. You can see what's inside. Money!
It may or may not be a sex tape of Mae Young and Vince McMahon.
Vince takes looks and goes, yeah. Puts it in his pocket and walks out the ring, and Shane's like, I did it! Yay!
But in all seriousness, do you think the Bullet Club could come in and fuck shit up in favour of Shane? The Bullet Club are like a rebel faction, basically.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could.
I mean, Vince could even come in and try and fuck things up on Taker's behalf. Anything can happen in that match. That is the intrigue. That's what that match is going to be. It's going to be match of the night.
It is. The thing that is good about this match is there's stakes. There's actually stakes in this match for a change.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what they're going to do with it.
Yeah, and there's one massive...
Does Taker chokeslam Vince through the top of... not Vince, Shane through the top of the cell, Mankind style, and
like through the middle?
Yeah, through the middle into the ring.
That match is going to be fucking intense.
That's going to be a match that you're like, oh... There's going to be a lot of holy shit chants, there's going to be a lot of big spot, and then 5 minutes of... just like... Oh, yep, they're lying there. Yep.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, that's our preview for Mania 31. Not 32, derp. But it's what's going to happen this Friday that it could potentially embarrass WrestleMania.
I think it will.
Ladies and gentlemen, NXT TakeOver Dallas. Let's go through the card, shall we?
Austin Aries versus Corbin.
That is going to be a fun one because...
Aries is going to put Corbin over, right?
No, Corbin's going to put Aries over.
I don't know. Aries is pretty old at this point.
Yeah, but Aries is a very talented guy. Corbin,
yeah, Aries is great. Don't get me wrong. He was a CM Punk of TNA.
Yeah, easily. And I like Aries. I like Corbin. I can't be mad whoever wins. But I would prefer Aries to come out on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was set up for a nice lengthy feud between the two as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Corbin wins and it kind of like it kind of makes the feud go away. Aries winning is only going to piss off Corbin even further.
Yeah, I guess it depends what their long-term plans with Aries is. Is Aries going to just stay on NXT till he kind of gets to the end?
Yeah.
Or are they going to? Are they even planning on calling him up?
You never know.
Yeah.
The Revival versus the American Alpha.
Dawson and Wilder versus Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
Gable.
This will be a good match. I don't care who wins.
Nah. I want the Alphas to win because I just don't like the Revival.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews and Elias Samson.
Crews, just because it's Crews. I love Crews.
And he's got the power!
Yep.
Power! Backflip.
Yep.
I like Samson, but I think they just kind of need to develop him a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more. Then we get to...
No. We saved this one till last.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no offense. Can we go in this order then? Can we go this one, then this one, then this one?
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, but this feels harsh on Balor and Joe, because they're the title match.
But it's going to get overshadowed by the other two matches.
I think it will.
I mean, I honestly think...
It's going to be a great match. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think... Call me ballsy for this.
I think Joe wins.
Joe wins, Finn gets called, Balor Club start running amok on main roster.
That could work.
And then we've got the Women's Championship. The Hugger versus the Killer.
Asuka's gonna hug you, Bailey's gonna kill you.
I want that chant to happen.
Imagine.
It'll be the greatest mashup of chants ever.
All I can picture is like Bailey's being all happy and she's gonna see the Asuka smile and it's just like, fuck. A brick just falls. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, like, that smile can cause arousal, fear, and premature ejaculation.
Yep.
I mean,
oh, God damn it, Asuka's so good.
I haven't seen her in person. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
Hey, I did tell you, didn't I, that she took her mask off on the corner that me and Sophie sat.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That is how you book somebody who's foreign.
Properly.
Yeah, you don't have them talk a lot, you just have them be the silent badass.
You mean silent badass that half murders your entire women's division?
Yeah, then we'll just...
Well, I've shown you that counter that when Naomi slapped her.
I went for the slap and she went, no son!
Hurricane Rana armbar.
Okay, you win!
She didn't tap out to that.
I know, but that'd be your initial reaction, like, oh, fuck, I've screwed up.
Yeah, it's like, you see the slap happen, like, there was a dead moment when she fucked up.
Yoink! Flip. Oh, God.
And
Asuka wins. Asuka has to win, right?
I mean...
Because Bailey's going to be going up soon.
See, Bailey wins and cements her legacy in NXT as a overcome all odds kind of person. She beat Nia Jax, she can possibly beat Asuka. I can't be mad either which way.
Yeah, I can't be mad either which way, but I want Asuka to win.
Yeah, and she holds the belt and looks at, say, Nia Jax with that smile. It's like, you want the belt? I'm going to half murder you before you get your hands on it.
Yeah, because I mean, once like Bailey's going to be going up to the main roster soon, and the 4 horsewomen.
For the love of God, please do not fuck Bailey up. I swear, if Beaver McTooth Fuck McGee screws this one up, Bailey cannot turn heel. She cannot turn into the bitchy type. She has to.
You can't. You just simply can't turn Bailey heel.
You can't. You keep Bailey as she is. Otherwise, there will not be a pretty reaction.
It just wouldn't work. The crowd would instantly reject it, going, "No, you don't do that."
She's the female John Cena.
Yeah,
she is over with adults and kids.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking love Bailey. She's fantastic.
She's great.
You know, even if she has the whole wacky, waving, inflatable, flailing two-bar man.
But she's got everything that works, because she has the stuff that interacts with the kids, like Brett did with the glasses. She's got the wristbands. Like she's the perfect good guy.
Yeah, like she's fantastic.
Girl.
Well, I honestly think Bailey is one of the best divas going forward.
She's one of the best women's wrestlers.
Yeah, I was going to correct myself on that one, because Divas was named after Sable.
Yeah.
And we can thank Veneral Disease for that. I mean, Vincent Dunn.
Mm-hmm. Now,
the match of the night.
The match that
may require at least 3 changes of underwear by the time it's over.
Oh, God.
Sami Zayn's going to get his fucking head kicked in.
They're both going to get their head kicked in.
But you may or may not see Sami's head like rolling on the floor while Shinsuke celebrates. Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be the match of the night.
That's just...
this
is why WrestleMania is fucked. Because Nakamura is going to be on fucking NXT.
For those who don't know who Shinsuke Nakamura is, start doing your homework.
Yes, look him up.
He is... I put him as one of my possible top 3 altogether worldwide.
How old is Nakamura at this point?
I think he's in his 30s easily. Like, a mate of mine on Facebook was like, so tell me about this Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's 36.
And I told him, he's probably one of the most underrated international wrestlers right now. I would put him at top 5 worldwide, if not top 3. Look up some of his matches, get back to me. And about the next day, he messaged me. He said, "No, I can see where you're coming from. Yeah. He is that good."
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible. I wonder if I still have this gift.
Is that the one where he eats the bullet?
Yes. I don't know where it is, but that is so. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, there's a spot he did with AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom where Styles.
Oh, it's just so good. It's just the best attitude ever.
So Styles points the gun, like with his finger gun, shoots it, and Shinsuke, without batting an eyelid, catches the imaginary bullet, eats it, and spits it out.
Yeah, she goes, hold on. Yeah. And it was like, oh my god, it's incredible.
Like, honestly, I fucking love Shinsuke. You want my King of Strong style shirt as well.
Yes. But that's the thing, is like, Japanese wrestling crowds are normally quite reserved in that.
But they lose their shit for
That
Shinsuke.
happened, and the crowds went, oh!
Because basically a face stared down a heel like he just flipped off God.
Yeah, he just went, okay, oh.
Actually, no, that's comparable to Triple H doing the crotch chop to Taker right in front of him.
Yeah, it's pretty much just going, nah, son.
I think TakeOver Dallas could embarrass WrestleMania just simply based on that card alone. Hell, the women's title match, the men's title match, and Shinsuke fucking Nakamura.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough said.
I really want to. Because they can't use his New Japan music.
No, and it's such a shame.
Which is a shame because it's such a good theme.
Someone did a violin cover of that, and it was fantastic.
I can imagine.
I've got to show it you after you're done recording.
I really wonder what his intro.
Did you watch the NXT episode where he basically had his video debut, so to speak?
No, I need to catch up on NXT.
Well, Zayn is speaking. He's like, "Oh, thank you guys for this and that," and Regal's music hits.
Yeah.
It's like, so NXT take over Dallas. You're going to be going against a very special opponent. Now, I know it's a bad northern impression, but he basically steps back and the screen goes black and there's static, going on, and Zayn's looking at the screen, everyone's looking at the screen. That a crowd of maybe 200-300 people erupted.
I can imagine.
Holy shit chant started from a video.
Yeah.
It's I'm not going to do the accent, but he's just basically hello, Sami Zayn. I'm Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style.
Oh!
That crowd, me and Soph, and you, I'll show you the fucking clip. We lost our shit. It was this is really happening. I am not dreaming. My favourite wrestler.
This is why I like wrestling.
But one of my all-time favourite wrestlers, even though I've only watched Shinsuke for a year, I fucking love the guy.
All I remember is saying watch Wrestle Kingdom 9. Watch Wrestle Kingdom 9. Why? Because Shinsuke Nakamura and it was Ibushi in 9.
Yeah, it was Ibushi in 9.
That match would just fucking set the place on fire.
That match was incredible. And his match with Styles at Wrestle Kingdom 10 was great.
He's great.
After that match, I thought,
what's his intro going to be for NXT, man?
He can't get the fucking pole dances like he did at Wrestle Kingdom 8.
Oh, if only.
But I hope
his entrance will rifle Balor's.
His entrance is just going to be as epic.
Because it's going to be so extravagant. He's going to come out.
God damn it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's right.
No. He's going to come out just like the most extravagant person, and he's going to do the arm thing as he goes down to the ring.
Yeah, and
I'm just going to sit there going, hee.
Yeah, but there's one thing that will be horribly missing when Shinsuke is wrestling in that ring. The fangirls.
Yeah.
Shinsuke!
I know, I can picture some people trying to replicate that.
Yeah. Shinsuke and Zayn is going to tear the house down when it's not Balor and Zayn, not Balor and Joe even, and if it's not Asuka and Bayley. Those 3 matches alone, don't get me wrong, Crew Samson is going to be
the other 3 will probably tear the house down as well, but them 3.
There'll be no roof left on that building.
No.
I mean, the whole. Hang on. The place it's being held in the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Arena. The capacity for that arena is approximately 10,000. 10,000 people are going to lose their shit.
Yeah.
It's Saturday morning for us at 3:00 in the morning. Fuck it. If I'm doing an all-nighter for this, best all-nighter ever, that is not going to be WrestleMania. Because Shinsuke fucking Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I thought I was dreaming when I heard those rumours.
I'm hearing those rumours because it was all that stuff at the end of Wrestle Kingdom. It's like, this might be Nakamura's last one, this might be AJ's last Wrestle Kingdom, this might be
Gallows and Anderson.
This might be like the end of the Bullet Club.
Technically speaking, the Bullet Club is still kind of running around.
Yeah, I feel like the big people of the Bullet Club were going.
Yeah, and Styles comes into the Rumble, which is a surreal as hell.
That moment was just incredible. Apart from the editing of just Reigns going, who this man? I don't know him.
You can blame Kevin Dunn for that.
I know. But
whose music is this?
I don't know this person.
They don't want no. Fuck!
He just comes down, you're like, oh my god, and of course Michael Cole being like, oh my god, it's AJ Styles! Like, fuck off, Cole!
Like, did I tell you how Soph reacted, like, when we were watching the Rumble? Like, we were looking at each other, like, hearing the organ intro, and we're like, who the hell's this? Because we don't know whose music this is. And it was only when the crowd erupted.
The crowd losing, like, that's AJ.
Yeah, and Soph was losing it.
I can imagine.
Because, like, Soph's a huge Styles fan.
Yeah.
I love what he does.
He's talented. He's so fucking talented.
And like Soph's losing her shit. And the craziest part is that only maybe 2-3 weeks before that, we met the guy.
Yeah, you met the guy.
He's a very nice guy, actually, very soft spoken. Like he kind of poked fun at our shirts of choice because I wore my Shinsuke shirt.
Yeah.
And Soph wore a styled Ring of Honor one and said, she got the right choice. She's my girlfriend. The King of Strong Style shirt got some good responses when I went to 5-Star Wrestling.
I can imagine.
Because Magnus and Jay Lethal approved of the shirt as well. But no, Shinsuke, oh man, it's going to be fucking awesome.
I can only imagine there's going to be so many good moments in that match. And like we've talked about before, like, there's going to be a moment backstage. From the left is Asuka, on the right Shinsuke. They're going to stop, look at each other, nod.
Yeah, they're going to look
and they're just going to keep going.
Can you imagine those two as an intergender tag team in the main roster where they proceed to half murder everybody?
Imagine them killing the New Day. just Xavier on the floor and Asuka just standing over him going, Nope. Stop stomping on his ass.
Or Big E just suddenly getting the Bomb AA out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Shinsuke! Punts!
He'd do this like awesome epic oversell. He'd get hit and he'd be like,
yeah, and Shinsuke just grabs hold of the mic and says, don't you dare be sour. No, I want Shinsuke and Asuka as an intergender tag team to half murder the entire roster because Shinsuke and Asuka. Enough said. And that's everything we've had to cover. But we called it in our last podcast.
Brother.
Hulk Hogan won against Gorka. 115 million and an extra, I think it was like 20 to 40 million damages.
He still said that his penis wasn't as big as Hulk Hogan's penis.
Hulk Hogan's penis is bigger than Terry Bollella's, ladies and gentlemen, even though they are the same person. So yeah, what's Hulk going to do with all that money? Will he buy TNA? Will he resurface WCW? Or will he remake Thunder in Paradise? We called it.
Oh god, yeah.
You know, I jokingly said like leg drop the judge somehow, and Kayfabe News says a few days later
he leg drops the judge and wins.
Yeah, he wins by big boot and leg drop. We called it.
Oh god damn it.
Well, that was just us two being off the cuff, improvised humour, while pissing ourselves laughing.
Yeah, like we were saying, like, oh god, imagine how fucking funny it'll be if Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan won! Huh!
It has been absolutely mental. But no, WrestleMania is going to be great. TakeOver is going to be even better. And Hulk Hogan won a case as we predicted. Who knew?
I cannot believe Hulk Hogan won that case. That's just
incredible. Now, what do I need to... I need to show you the reaction of the Shinsuke clip.
Yep, we need to watch the...
Roman Genesis...
Neo Genesis Evangelion. A strong Samoan thesis.
We need to use a screen...
We will have that as an image.
Yeah, like, we'll have that as...
Stephanie Rape Face.
Soon.
If you haven't, you need to look up Neon Genesis Evangelion Roman Reigns. I might even just put a link for it in the video description.
And in all
Credit to the dude who came up with that, because that killed me. I died.
It's just mad. I mean, we might as well put that next to the DragonBomb image, or just have like Steph's head like peeking like just above the ring, like Stephanie McMahon is watching you masturbate or something.
I don't want Stephanie watching me masturbate. No thanks.
Yeah, but it's
I just casually admitted to that, like that was nothing, and I don't give a fuck anymore.
Straight face. But that
just don't go looking through my hard drive. Might find some more China videos.
Oh!
You wouldn't actually. There's nothing like that on there.
Well, from me and Nick for this episode of the DragonBomb podcast, enjoy WrestleMania, enjoy TakeOver, and
we'll see you after, and that'll be a fucking long one.
Oh yeah. If you thought an hour and a half of us ranting, raving, and poking fun at anything and everything we see fit was one thing, wait till the aftermath of WrestleMania. Until then, guys.
Bye.